Always interested to hear sort of the Immortals' perspective on the Immortals. As you have watched this season for LeBron James ending as it will, what is your primary takeaway?
Well, it was an absolute failure for him. This is the first time that we've really seen him at the professional level, even at the high school level, have this type of failure in his career. He's been a part of the NBA Finals for the last 7, 8 years. I'm not sure how the NBA is going to respond to him not being in the finals. It'd be interesting to see what the fans do in terms of viewing the games, because he's been a torch carrier and he's carried the league for so many years right now. But for him personally, this is an absolute failure, and it'd be interesting to see if he can bounce back from this, because I don't know. We've never seen him have to come back from absolute failure like he's had this year with the Lakers.
We have seldom, in fact, seen players of his stature, your stature, that type of player have something like this happen in the prime of their career, which makes you wonder, are we no longer in the prime of his career? That's going to happen at some point. Now, no one was talking that way when he decided to go to the Lakers. Does it look that way a little bit right now to you?
For me, the statistics bear that he's still a dominant player. But when you look at like all NBA, he's probably going to be third team this year. That's a step back. When you look at the MVP conversation, he's not a part of that. His team is not in the playoffs. And he's going to his 17th year. The thing for the Lakers this offseason, and by the way, what Jeannie Buss just did was gave Luke Walton a kiss of death. That was the kiss of death. He's definitely not going to be back next year. But for LeBron James, the key is, can they add an all-NBA performer? I don't think it's going to be KD in free agency. I don't think it's going to be Kawhi. I don't think it's going to be Kyrie. If they can't acquire Anthony Davis via trade this offseason, the Lakers won't be contenders next year either.
When you watch, again, as a legendary player yourself, you know what it's like to be one of these guys. 99.9% of the people in history don't. It doesn't feel to me like most of them want to go play with LeBron James, even though, from my vantage point, he looks like the most unselfish of the all-time greats that I can ever remember. He distributes the ball. He shares the ball. He wants to be a part of that team. Why do you think it is that these guys don't seem to be lining up to play with him?
He's been the most dominant player in this era, and probably the best leader in this era also. But as you said, he's at the end. We're not talking about LeBron James at 28. You're talking about an older LeBron who's dominated all the players, who's dominated the league, and now he's a guy that needs some help. And the guys that he's asking to come help him are the guys that he's been smacking year after year, right? And so they're looking at him like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to come help. Now, he may be good enough to seduce one of them to come to his side, but right now, everybody appears to be looking at him like, no, I remember when you beat me.
I totally agree. And also, LeBron has been unique because the level of power that he has rightfully earned as an iconic player, and also a really smart basketball player within an organization. So Kyrie Irving, for example, when they were in Cleveland, he was like, LeBron ain't about to control my future, and I need to get out of here before him. And we always talk about when LeBron goes into a situation, he's going to indirectly or directly dictate who the coach is. He's going to also have his hands in a lot of different things that happen with the organization. So as Zeke just mentioned, players are like, I want that power. I want to be in control of my own destiny, especially when he's going into a 17th season.
All right.